Okay, it's Third Degree again from thirdstop.com, and last night I made a video basically on how to record a sample and to have it sound exactly like an MPC. And the way you do it is you use an Akai rack sampler that has the same converters as an MPC, and then you transfer it to your computer through SCSI instead of like recording into a sound card and going through an extra analog digital conversion. Now, that's not really how I use this sampler and this program, so I'm going to kind of go into how I use it personally on an everyday thing. And just to start off, one of the reasons why I really like Recycle, if you watch my videos, you know it's like my favorite program, is because 2.0, I don't know when it came out, but it's pretty much, it's just so powerful for like what it is. People complain that Recycle's $200. This program is worth $200. I don't know about the new one, but this one is. So start off again, what you need Recycle 2.0. The later versions do not have the sampler support, so anything I'm doing, as far as I know, you cannot do it in the newer programs. You need some sort of sampler that's supported by Recycle. I'm using an Akai s2000 rack. And you need a SCSI card so your computer can communicate to the sampler, and then just a SCSI cable. That's pretty much it. And so if you have Recycle 2.0, again, I'll show you this. I showed it in the last video. Go to sampler settings. It shows mine right here. It says sampler Akai s2000 via SCSI. If you just want to see what's available, just go to add, and it has a whole list of them. It tells you if it's supported through SCSI or MIDI. MIDI, you can transfer digital audio through MIDI cables. People don't believe that you can, but it's slow as it's unworkably slow. So don't do it. So I'm just gonna show you what it tells you if you're just looking for a sampler. So you know, you want to buy one on Craigslist or whatever. Let's go to Akai s2000 XL via SCSI. So basically it tells you the required OS and if it has stereo support. And let's see, so like with my ASR 10, we're going to see what it has. So the Ensoniq ASR 10, I need version 3.53, which is the newest one. Stereo support, yes. Tells you that it tells you notes if there's specific things, but this can only be done through MIDI. So I would only use this if I was making a drum beat or drum program, save it to a disc. But when I would do it, I'd walk out the room, go have a cigarette, watch a TV show, and then come back, and hopefully it's done. So anyways, that's real tedious and slow doing it through MIDI. So I'm just gonna get to it. That's just sort of an overview of what you need. So my ASR 10 does not have SCSI, but it's actually, I find it advantageous. I paid $280 shipped for my ASR 10 with a hard case and all that. So super cheap ASR 10 in my opinion. And then I bought this rack for like $40, maxed out the RAM, bought my SCSI card, and it was like 60 total. So I'd rather go this way. It's way more flexible than if I had SCSI on the ASR 10 anyway. So there you go. So it's cheap. That's the main thing, and cheap, and it works. So one thing, drum samples on my SR 10, it's just a bitch to load them. So I just do it from here. So I have this drum loop. Pardon me, just a bunch of drum sounds. So I want to put it to my rack sampler. All I gotta do is put transmit to my Akai s2000, hit the transmit button. Just goes through all the slices. And now just loaded the program. Just triggering it off my keyboard. So that's pretty cool. So like basically for me when I'm working on my ASR 10, and I do plan to make some ASR 10 videos in the future. I just need to get myself a camera, and then I can sort of actually edit my videos. I can on this too, but I don't care to. So that's one thing. So just getting your drums on there. Another thing. So here's just a little I went from C to C just using a reason sound, and so here's what you got pretty much. So from there you can do the same thing, transmit. So now got this. You know, so you could actually make it into, you know, this rack into basically a dope synth if you really go out of your way. And if you want to save it, you can just disconnect the SCSI cable, which you're not supposed to do when it's on, and put a hard drive on, but I don't know. Supposedly it's risky. I don't know, whatever. But and if you just want to do, if you just like to chop in software, here's another little sample. Go to sampler again, transmit, and as you'll see, it'll just come up right on the keys. And the nice thing about this is you don't have to assign anything. You don't have to really touch the rack. All you gotta do is touch the big knob and select the program. And if you're using a lot of things, you gotta set the MIDI channels correctly from your hardware, from your sequencer to your rack sampler. But that, you know, that's simple. So now. So there, that's on there. So I have sampler, I want to play keys over it, or sample, I have a sample, keys, and drums, all on the same rack, and it's not struggling with sample time. So yeah, so that's the way to go. And you know, one nice thing is, let's say I wanted to change a chop or, you know, whatever in this, because I chopped it funny, and then I want to go back and move this over. Go to transmit again, and sometimes this doesn't work. I won't be surprised if it freaks out on me, but transmit, it should just replace it. So now still on there. Now it might have seemed like it took a while, but to manually delete all that stuff takes longer. Plus, you know, you don't have to get out of your seat to do it. So that's basically it. I'm gonna act like this video is ending right now, just in case my thing gets cut off. So yeah, $60, and you know, you got a pretty dope setup, you know, and you can do a lot more with this program. This is just one thing I use it for all the time.